there, beer tubers. Welcome back to Maxwell Starr's beer review. Today we got the most enormous beer mail today from BrewByMe. BrewByMe sent me an entire box full of Epic. Man, we've been arranging to do a beer mail for about a month now. I have his almost ready to send right down there. I've been kind of feeling under the weather for the last couple days, so I haven't gotten a chance to finish packing it and send it, but it will be sent in the next couple days, so don't worry about that. I'm not going to stiff here or nothing. Been feeling kind of under the weather. Don't worry, nothing contagious. So anyway, let's take a look at the beers he sent me here. In total, there's about 18 in this box. I didn't know you could stuff 18 beers in a box, but apparently you can. Yeah, he packaged them quite well, actually. I took about most of the bubble wrap and loosely crumpled up paper and everything out of the box first, just because there was a huge mountain of it. You can see some of it right over there. Anyway, and there's also like a grocery bag full of paper too. He packed it really, really well, and everything has survived intact. So, without further ado, why don't we take a look at what's in the box? Show us what's in the box. Alright, so, what one should I show first? There is, from an Ottawa specialty, got none other than Bo's All-Natural Lug Tread Lagered Ale, 5.2% ABV. I think that's a copper ale, or an alt beer of some sort. Something, you know, made like an ale, cellared like a lager, fermented like a lager, basically. Put that over here. There's also a couple others from Bo's, like, Dr. Jekyll, which I think is a hoppier version of an Oktoberfest. I looked it up briefly earlier today. That over there. Also, Mr. Hyde. Now, he, I've been delayed sending his box, and he said he was delayed sending his. I was delayed sending BrewByMe's box, and BrewByMe actually said that he was delayed sending my box because he went down to the Bo's brewery because something new came out, and I think he may have picked these two up at the brewery itself. I'm not sure. Mr. Hyde is a rye beer. You can see where it says right there, rye malts. And of course, the one that just came out is, where is it? Must have fallen over. Here it is. Bo's All-Natural Winter Bog Water, which is brewed with Groot, I think, like some kind of strange grain. There was a little thing around the neck. I'll have to grab that in a second and get it. All right, so there's a thing around the neck. What's it say? Bog water, flavored strong beer. Uses Mirka Gale, bog myrtle. Cool. So the inspiration for bog water came from Alfred Bog, a truly unique feature of Eastern Ontario. The malt and yeast profile is that of a Belgian double, very contemplative and complex ale. Ooh, oh, that's gonna be really good. That's probably gonna be one I'll end up splitting with Heist Almighty, just because that's so rare. One of the things that's awful cool about it here is that you can see right here, bottled on November 30th. That's awesome. I mean, right, today, the day that I'm recording this is December 8th, and this has been in the mail for, I think he sent it 2 days ago, so. Alright, so what else have I got here? Yes. St. Ambrose Russian Imperial Stout. Oh, man, that is going to be good. Oh, geez, I didn't notice that. It's bourbon wood aged. Oh. So is there any markings on it that say what year it is? Because I think online last year's version was, you know, a black and red tube. This one here is in a gold tube. I think. I'd have to look it up. It says water, pale malt, chocolate malt, roasted malt, caramel malt, hops. Wow, lots of malt. Yeah, I don't see anything on there about the year, but who knows? Check that out in a bit. Another one from Coslin is 2011 St. Ambrose Vintage Ale, which is a 10% barley wine. I think this sounds very exotic and very interesting. I think Heist Almighty said he hopes that this converts him because he didn't like the last barley wine he tried, which was for the old Fogburn from Garrison. But who knows? What else is here? He sent, this is one of the beers, it's on my bucket list actually. He sent the, see if I pronounce this right, the Achenkurla Roche beer, Marzen from Germany. Where is it from exactly? From Bamberg. I've had this one on my bucket list. In fact, it was specifically the Marzen version because it's both a Roche beer made with smoked malts, and an authentic German Roche beer at that, as well as being of the Marzen style. Now, it's my understanding that Achenkurla makes some other types of Roche beers and some other types of beers in general, and they actually have like an Urbach Roche beer as well as a Weizen Roche beer. So that should be interesting to ever see someday, but I doubt it. And really, I can survive the rest of my life only ever having this one, because this is the one I think of when I think of Achenkurla. So awesome, thank you. What else is here? Yeah, this guy really spoiled me. So, he sent Mortsabit Kruik, a cherry lambic from, what part of Belgium is this from? This is the Leerput, Belgium. Fitting. I think the Mortsabits, which are still good, are the kind of like the McDonald's of lambics over there. They're brewed with corn and sugar and stuff like that, so they're not the most high quality of all the lambics out there. But you know what? I've never actually had a lambic before, and this is one that Heist Almighty already has. He picked up in Quebec a week ago. So he, yeah, this means that I can try this one for myself for quarts, and it's bottled with yeast in it. So I imagine I could just save that and review whenever. And on top of that, there is another one, and Heist Almighty's already got one of these too, is the Mortsabit Framboise, which is a lambic beer made with raspberries. And it's the same thing. Malted barley, raspberry juice, corn, sugar, hops. So it's made with some adjuncts, but you know, the Belgians still make good quality beer, so I'm still excited to try that one. Never had a lambic in general, so it's going to be exciting. What else have we got in the box? What's in the box? Another one that was on my bucket list. Witchwood Hobgoblin. Now, I understand that this is the kind of like the Samuel Adams of Britain, where I've heard some quotes about some of their products. While they're very good and high quality, they're not like the best of quality for their class. So, and that's kind of like what you could say for Sam Adams. While their beers are usually pretty good, they're not the best. That they do a lot of different beers well, basically. And this is their extra special bitter, so I'm excited to try that. Add that to the huge pile that's forming over here. And another one they sent me from Witchwood also is the Goliath, which is their standard bitter. So this one's a little bit weaker, 4.2% ABV. Yeah, it's just basically a toned down version of Hobgoblin, I believe. Cool. I've never had, well, I've sort of had a Witchwood beer. I've had the Dutchy Originals, Organic Ruby Ale 1905, which is brewed by Witchwood, but not really Witchwood branded. These are the authentic Witchwood ones. This one here is their Blonde Ale from Witchwood, Witchcraft. Sounds cool. And I already convinced El Harlock to send me one of these, but BrewByMe sent me one anyway. But I'm still excited to get it, don't get me wrong. Witchwood Brewery's Bah Humbug Christmas Cheer. This is kind of like Witchwood's Winter Warmer, so I'm going to be doing some winter-themed beers pretty soon here, because, well, obviously it's December. So yeah, that'll be a great thing to put along with it. I finally should mention, I know my channel's been kind of slow as of late. And there are a lot of beer reviews to be done, and a lot of beer reviews to be posted, but I promise in the next couple days that things will start to get ironed out a little bit more. I haven't been posting a lot lately because I've been studying for an exam, and I ended up not passing the exam, so I've got to take it over again. So the end result is I'm still studying for a test, plus I've been dealing with, being under the weather the last couple of days, so I've been trying, but I want to let you know that my commitment to this channel is still there. In fact, I've got tons of beers to review. I've got tons more in the fridge. I'm currently busting at the seams, and Heist Almighty's house looks about the same right now. So there's a lot of beers to get through. Not only that, things will, from this point on, will start to get a little bit more frequent on my channel, because I've got about 10, 12 pre-recorded reviews already, and then I recorded about 5 more over at Heist Almighty's on Friday night. So episode 200 was finally recorded, and that was the major roadblock that was preventing me from continuing with the channel. You have to wait and see what episode 200 is going to be, but you'll find out. I'll probably upload it Saturday. Anyway, continuing on with what's in the box. Right over here. And he sent me a bottle of Coup de Grisou from Le Brasseurs RJ in Quebec, Montreal, Quebec, I believe. It's funny that you should send me this one here too, actually, because Heist Almighty was just talking to me about this particular beer. He went up, well, I said when he grabbed himself a couple of Morts of Beats just this past week. I didn't know where he was going. I think I had previous mentioned that he was going, but I didn't realize at that time it had already come and gone. I was going to get him to bring some back. And he ended up going into a grocery store where he picked up a 10-pack of 5 different Brasseurs RJ beers. Now, I can't remember what the other 3 were in the box, but 2 of the ones that Heist Almighty had already had, he just basically gave them to me. There's the Cheval Blanc, which is available in larger bottles down in Nova Scotia. It's a Belgian wit beer, Belgian-style wit beer from that microbrew. And also a Belgian-style pale ale, number 926. Which is bottled on lees, so I've been keeping it up in a cupboard with some of the others for the time being. I'll put that back in the fridge in a second. And there's also one called Titanic in there, and Canon, so just like Canon as in Canon cameras or printers. So he was telling me about this beer that was the one beer that wasn't in the pack that he hasn't had, and that is actually this one. So I find it interesting. Now, it's a spicy buckwheat beer, which kind of makes me a little scared if it's, because another buckwheat beer is that Le Messagerie gluten-free crap. I haven't reviewed that either, but I've heard horrendous stories about it. However, I've checked this one on Rate Beer, and apparently this is one of the highest rated beers of its style. So, like a specialty grain beer. So, that has me kind of interested now. So, we'll end up trying that one together. Move my bottle of water over. Here. So what else is here? Finally got the missing piece. Creemore Springs Premium Lager. Like I was saying before, I've had the color beer. I have the Pilsner and the Urbach in my fridge right now to do a review of at some point. And the only one that I didn't have of the set was the Creemore Springs Premium Lager, their flagship beer. So BrewByMe sent me a can. Awesome. And the last 2 in here, 3. Shit. Alright, one of them is Southern Tears IPA from, I think that's from Albany, isn't it? Oh, Lakewood, New York. It's probably upstate New York somewhere. Have to look it up. Brewed with 4 varieties of hops. That sounds interesting. Me and Heist Almighty are going to be doing an IPA night at some point in the next little while. So this will probably make an appearance. So we'll see. Along with the Welly one-off I got from Albino Rhino, and of course he's got a couple of from a Quebec microbrews by Vachefol, I think. Vachefol? Whatever. Anyway, so move on to the last 2. The last but not least. That's the price tag on this one. Wow, you really spoiled me. 10.5% ABV, one of the rare beers from Unibrew, because we don't see it here, and hard to find even in Canada where it's made, is Unibrew's Terrible. which is a Belgian quad style, like Trappist quad. Really, really excited to try that because it's not quite a Belgian quad, but I really adored the likes of Trois Pistoles as well as the Chimay Bleu. And speaking of Chimay, the last beer is Chimay Premier. Gesundheit. You're welcome. So Chimay Premier in a giant cork bottle. Now chances are these two beers, the Chimay beers, I'll be probably doing those with Heisselman, to be honest. But those two beers will be stored away till spring because I got a bunch of other stuff to get through before I can touch these. But yeah, don't worry, I'll appear on this channel and we'll get her done. Looks like I've got my winter cut out for me, or at least they'll be cut for the winter. Also, oh, right, and this is awesome. I want to show you something he sent me, and I really thank him for this because I don't know if you already knew that I collect vinyl too, but this is really cool. Those All Natural Brewing Companies. It's like a 33 RPM 7-inch vinyl record with some music on it. I'm thinking it's like some of it's holiday stuff, like there's Ha Ha Holiday. I'm not sure exactly what this was promotion for, but it's pretty cool. I'll have to check it out. So, theme from Lugtread Lauderdale, MySpace.com, Chris Rayburn Band, the Flatliners, Teenage X, Elliot Brood, and White Wires. So that's cool, and it's on this kind of funky looking pink plastic record, like a Barbie playset or something. Anyway, great big, gigantic, ginormous thank you to BrewByMe for sending me all these beers. Because damn, did you ever spoil me. Wow, I feel very fortunate to have done a beer mail with you. And don't worry, I've got 12 beers in the box there to send you. I'll be sending them pretty soon. Hopefully either tomorrow or early next week. I got to get them out of the house before they... I don't want them to spoil or anything before they get there. So yeah, great big thanks to Dale or BrewByMe. This is completely and utterly awesome, and I look forward to checking out the LPs, the vinyl record as well. All right, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll talk to you later. Cheers.